I'm going to show you how to remove LinkedIn connections. First, you click on My Network on the top, and then you'll notice I have 29,904 connections. I want to remove some connections to do a fall cleanup. People do spring cleanups. We're going to be doing a fall cleanup. So what's the process? How do you remove connections? Well, there are many different ways to remove a connection. So for example, if I want to remove this guy named Steve Greenbaum, I can click on his profile, I can click on the more button, and I can click on the remove connection button. I don't want to remove Steve Greenbaum because we just built a relationship. We just connected. Hope you are having a great start of the month. Okay, so I just said, hope you're having a great start of the month. I just sent them a message. If I want to, now the downside of removing a connection by going to their profile, say for example, I want to remove a connection like say Raul. He's not actually a connection, but if I wanted to remove him, I would click on the more button and remove connection. The downside is that this person now sees that I visited their profile. So sometimes you want to remove a connection, but you don't want them to, you don't want to visit their profile because when you visit someone's profile, I don't know if you know this, but they can see that you visited their profile. So you click on profile viewers and you can see the last few hundred or few thousand people that viewed your profile. So for example, if I see that Mike viewed my profile and now he was a first and it became a second degree connection, that means I know he removed me. So that would kind of be weird. It looks like Elizabeth sent me a connection request over here. She's from Denver. I'm going to press accept, and I'm going to accept her connection request. But I have many other people that want to connect with me, so I have to make room for them. So I'm not being mean by removing some of my 30,000 connections. I seriously just have to make room. Now I'm going to click on message, and I'm going to hit Evie AI, and I'm going to craft a reply. And this is going to just craft a reply for her in response to what she sent me. Okay, and sometimes it experiences an error. Let's see if it'll fix it. I appreciate you reaching out. Your work and transition is impactful. Curious to learn more. And now what I'm also going to do is I'm going to have her watch the demo of Evie AI. So I just sent her a demonstration video of Evie AI as well. Okay, so now we connected on LinkedIn. I sent her a demo of Evie AI, and I want to be able to do that for many other people as well that are connecting with me and building relationships, but I have to remove people. So how do you remove somebody on LinkedIn without visiting their profile? Well, I'm going to click on my network. So I'm assuming you know how, you know who you want to remove. So before it's 2995. If you don't know who you want to remove, you might want to be able to build a connections dashboard. And I can build one for you. If you want, just write the word dashboard in the chat. But check this out. I have 1,100 people waiting to connect with me on LinkedIn. You see all these people? They're just waiting to connect with me. And so I want to accept many of these people. Some of them I'm never going to accept because they have a fake profile or they're not real. But some of them are completely real, and I want to build a relationship with them. For example, this guy, Michael Bailey. I want to accept his connection request, and I want to build a relationship with him. I want to get to know him, and I want to learn more about him. He has a business called Massive Capital. I also see that he has a LinkedIn Premium account over here, which is really helpful in me understanding that they're willing to invest in LinkedIn. And so if somebody's willing to invest in LinkedIn, they're paying to be on LinkedIn. It's good to know. I also see the other people that are investing in LinkedIn. And by the way, if I want to connect with someone, I can just click add a note, click on Evie AI. It'll craft a connection note for me. And then I press insert, and this is a custom connection note that the person will now receive and hopefully accept my connection request. And I'll be able to build a relationship with this guy who, again, is paying for LinkedIn. He went to Tel Aviv University. He's obviously Israeli. Very interesting. Cool. All right. So one of the things that I love to do when I want to remove a connection is to first identify who are the people that I want to remove as a connection. So the way that I do that is I just analyze people. So I'm going to go into my connections right over here, and then I'm going to search by first name. So in this case, I might do Yigal. Okay, I'm going to search Yigal. These are all the Yigals that I'm connected to. There's a guy named Yigal Weinraub. I'm going to control click on his name. It'll open up his profile, and he's going to notice that um, I went to his profile. I see he posted a day ago, but he's posting very promotional stuff here on LinkedIn. So I'm actually going to message him, and I'm going to say, have you been getting value from LinkedIn? Okay. I'm going to go to the next person. Now, if I wanted to remove Yigal Rus without him knowing, all I could do is click on these three dots and I can click on remove connection. But I'm not going to remove Yigal Rus because I actually know who he is. Been some time. How have you been? I just sent him this message. Although he hasn't responded to me recently, people definitely respond over time. You the best. Been some time since we connected. How you been? Okay, so now I'm going to find somebody else. I'm going to find David. I'm going to search for David. And this is going to pull up all the Davids that I'm connected to on LinkedIn. You see all these Davids? Now I could easily scan through all these Davids. There's about 500 Davids that I'm connected to on LinkedIn. And I find someone that maybe I don't have a relationship with anymore. Maybe he hasn't been responding to me in a long time. So I'm going to first send a message to all the people. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the people that don't have images. So if somebody doesn't have an image on LinkedIn, probably I'm going to remove them. But first, I'm going to message them, because if I start the conversation while we're still a connection, then they get the message, and then we can go back and forth and keep talking even after I remove the connection. So I always make sure that I message every single person before I remove them and make sure that they notice that I exist. Hakol Yachol. Okay, understood. Glad you took the time. Thank you for your wishes. Doing anything special? I took the time. I'm going to say, hi, David. Do you know about Evie AI? So now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to message all these Davids. So this is a little hack that I want you guys to know about. I am connected to many, many Davids. And if I want to wish all these Davids a happy new year, I can easily do so by just clicking on message. Let me just quickly take this call. You guys can hang on here for just a moment. So how does this work? If you know somebody's first name, you can customize a message to them like this, even without using AI. You can write, "Hey David, hope you are well. Wanted to wish you a happy and sweet new year. May all your dreams come true this coming year." Okay, I'm going to press Control A, Control C. Now I'm going to copy this right now. Okay, so I'm going to copy this. This is me just messaging all these people without viewing their profile. So I'm just going to say, "Hey, David, hope you're well. Wanted to wish you a happy and sweet new year. May all your dreams come true this coming year." You see that? I'm going to send David this as well. There's another David. "Hi, David. Hope you are well. Thanks for being my connection on LinkedIn. Wanted to wish you a happy and sweet year. May all your dreams come true." Okay, so that's a nice one. I just kind of changed it, made it a little bit better. I'm going to hit David Gabay. I'm going to send him a message too. But you see the way I'm addressing all the Davids with this beautiful message? And because I have every single one of them as David, I'm able to quickly target all these Davids and send out a large amount of messages to all these Davids. You see? And I'm able to communicate with all of them, greeting them and wishing them a happy new year. See how crazy that is? Now, what I can also do is I can make a list and have an agent do this, but I like doing it manually to kind of check the messages and see what the last things are that we've been saying. This guy got angry. He said, "What's your number?" And then meeting your copy and needs with true excellence. And he says, "You read a message and you didn't reply." From a company called eCopier. Posted this 2 days ago. I guess I missed his message. That's one of the benefits of going through your messages every once in a while, is making sure that you don't miss messages. Okay. So he responded right away, which is really cool. All right, I'm going to go back to my network. I'll show you how to do this again. Click on connections. Search for David. Load all 500 Davids, just like that. See, all 500 Davids are loaded. Now I'm going to send David Schnurman a message. I would love your feedback on how to improve this page and messaging, look and feel if it resonates with you. I really like the website. I'm going to make him an SEO report right now. Ooh, this is really good. I'm going to do seo.ajaxunion.com/ and I'm going to build him a little SEO report because that's what I do for my clients. I build them SEO reports for their websites. And if you need an SEO report, just write SEO report in the chat and put in your website URL, and I'll be happy to make you an SEO report. As you can see, I'm having AI go through all his different things, and I'll be like, okay, here's your report, and I'm going to send it to him through WhatsApp. David Schnurman made you an SEO report to improve your website. I like the messaging. Who is the target? Okay, so I moved the conversation off LinkedIn and I put it into WhatsApp. Okay. And now I'm going to go through this like this. David Gabay. David Wanunu. David Address. See, some of these people responded to me so quickly. Thanks for being my connection on LinkedIn. All right, let's just see. May all your dreams come true. David Schottenstein. Okay. Hi, David. Hope you're well. Again, so the type of message that I'm sending over here I'm not asking anything from those people. I'm literally just building trust. So this guy says, I just prefer speaking to Joe, not Joe's AI. This is the real Joe. Okay. Let's go up to the top over here. Now, what I'm also going to do is I'm going to control click on messaging, which opens messaging up in a new window just to kind of see what's been going on here. So this guy, Cal, I just had a conversation with him today, and he just introduced me to this guy named Douglas. You'll understand, reconnect, AI interesting, absolutely. And I'm going to have the AI respond. Thank you so much for the introduction. Looking forward to connecting and getting to know you. Okay, so we're going to have this microphone available inside Evie AI very, very soon. I'm looking forward to diving more into with you. I'm going to say my cell is 917-865-7631. Boom. There you go. Okay. And I'm going to just double check to make sure I didn't get any messages from people. You landed in New York. Yes. Let's see. I actually read this after getting your message. I'd love to present if you'll have me. Yes. And now I'm going to save this person into a list inside Evie AI because this is the second person I want to present at this coming year's Influencer Summit. LinkedIn Influencer Summit. I'm going to press down drop. I'm going to type in 2025 LinkedIn Influencer Summit. So now I have 2 people for the LinkedIn Influencer Summit. Let's see. Dimitri said, yes, it would be great and interested in the LinkedIn program. Want to speak today? Want to speak today, or is Monday better? Okay, amazing. All right, moving on. Let's see what else we have going on here. Okay. She said, nice. How did you create it? I used AI to help me create the ideas for it. I'm actually on LinkedIn Live now and showing how I create apps. Okay. Moving on. Let's see what else we have going on here. Okay. What is it? I'm going to say X demo. Check out the video. Okay. You're welcome, Stacy. Okay, so we have all these people that I communicated with. So think about the activity. How much activity are you doing on a daily basis on LinkedIn? Most people are doing very, very little activity on LinkedIn. But as you can see, I'm able to message people really, really quickly and build relationships and get instant replies from people. So for example, happy birthday, may you be blessed. Now I'm going to send this guy, David, hope you're well. Thanks for being my connection on LinkedIn. I wanted to wish you a happy and sweet new year. May all your dreams come true this year. Because the new year, the Jewish New Year is happening. And a lot of the people that I have in my connections called David are celebrating the Jewish New Year. So I'm going to make sure that I message all these people, stay top of mind with them. And then I'm going to pick another first name. And so that's how I kind of quickly go through building those relationships and just connecting with these people very quickly. As you can see, some of these people are chief revenue officers. Some of them are CEOs. Some of them are co-founders. There's all different types of people from all different walks of life that do all different types of stuff. What did this guy said here? He said a year and a half later, I'm kind of a big deal now. Is this guy a big deal? Wow. Okay, he must be a big deal. If he says he's a big deal, he's probably a big deal. I'm going to go look up the Davids again. And I'm going to scroll down real quick to the bottom, scroll back up to the top. Okay, so these are all the Davids I'm targeting right now. Let's see. We got David K. We got David Edelman. Again, I'm not visiting their profiles. So if you try to visit many people's profiles on LinkedIn, LinkedIn will stop you. They'll get really upset at you. But if you're just messaging people without visiting their profile, they're cool with it. They have no problem with that. And so that's kind of like what I'm doing over here is I'm just messaging people without visiting their profile. And this is a fast way to message people. See, this guy's right now in real time replying. Well, the Jewish New Year is happening tomorrow night. My parents are in town and celebrating. So now I'm building a relationship. Now let's just see what else he has going on over here. Okay, so we're having a conversation. Now keep in mind, I have multiple conversations with people on LinkedIn. If I have 30,000 people and I message, let's say 100 to 200 people a day, I can get through all of my connections over the course of a year, like every single one of my connections. Oh, I'm Catholic, but I forgot about that. Happy New Year. Have you heard of EVI? I have many. So now what I can do is I can actually tag him as a Catholic and then send all the Catholics happy Christmas, when Christmas comes along. I wanted to wish you Happy New Year. I wanted to wish you Happy New Year. So let's see. So somebody might say, oh, Joe, you shouldn't be messaging people Happy New Year if it's a Jewish holiday if they're not Jewish. Like, I just messaged a Catholic and look at the response that I got. He's like, no, I haven't. X demo. That might be really helpful for you because you all. And over here, I'm going to go here and I'm going to ask him now, have you okay. I'm going to go back here. You see I'm having conversations with all these people. I'm going to go to this person here, Abraham Goldfish. And over here, I'm going to change it to Avraham. David, hope you're well. Okay, David Lochik. Some of these people I haven't messaged in a while. But wouldn't it be cool if I messaged every single person that I'm connected to? Wouldn't it be cool if I got through the entire list of all of my connections and didn't wait a few years to get through all of them? Ooh, I haven't spoken to David Fells in a while. But I am committed to messaging at least 1,000 people this month. That would be really, really cool if I can do that. If I can get away with messaging 1,000 people this month, 1,000 connections. I mean, if I messaged all my Davids, that'd be 500. I'd be halfway there. If I messaged 1,000 people a week, that would be 50,000 people a month. So maybe that's what I should do. I should have a goal that before Rosh Hashanah, I should message 1,000 people. Happy Rosh Hashanah. I think that's a good goal. What do you guys think? And I can do it manually. I could do 100 at a time, take a break, do another 100. I can do it 10 times. Just like that. So let me teach you how I can find all the Davids. So I just showed you how to find all the Davids quickly. I'm going to find a few more Davids over here. Now I could also find people by first name, by last name, but let me just show you something cool. So if I go into my connections here and I type and I look for Joe Applebaum's connections dashboard. So let me open up this right over here, this here, and let me pull up my dashboard. Joe Applebaum's connections dashboard. This is my connections dashboard from August 2024. See that? So I pulled this from August 2024, and I have all of my LinkedIn connections right in here. So if I want to say, for example, show me all the people named David, I just click on the first name. I click on the filter option. I click on the drop down. I click clear, and I type in David. And I press OK. Now it finds me all the people named David. Let me maximize the screen to see what I have going on here. Let's try this again. Pull this to the right, just like this. Okay, perfect. I'm going to undo this again. I'm going to click on this. I'm going to hit clear. David. I'm going to just select all, press OK. These are all the Davids. Let me see how many Davids I have. I have all these people named David. So I can pull up these people and strategically pull up their profile. The problem is I have to pull up every single person's profile. Now, there is another way to do this. The other way to do this is to search their name. So, for example, I want to search up Renee David. I can go here. I can click on Network, Connections, And then I can search like this, and it finds this person without loading their profile. So this is totally fine to do it this way. I'm going to hit message, and then I can say, it's been some time since we connected. How are you doing? You see that? I just messaged this person like that. But I messaged him from my dashboard. Where's that dashboard? Right over here. I messaged him from my dashboard. So if I want to find just this person, I can find just this person without loading their profile. It is dangerous to load too many profiles on LinkedIn because then LinkedIn gets upset at you. Okay, so you got to be careful when you're loading too much. So he hasn't responded to me in a while, and I'm gonna say it's been a while since we connected. How have you been? Do you even check LinkedIn anymore? And in this case, I'm actually gonna go to his profile and see if he's actually using it. Internet project architect, user experience innovator. He's in Israel. He doesn't pay for LinkedIn. He hasn't posted anything. I'm going to remove him now. Remove connection. Okay, I just removed him. I'm going to go to my messaging over here just to kind of see. No, it's a first. X demo. I just sent him the demonstration video. Monday would be great, or Thursday I'm flexible. I'll be offline for Rosh Hashanah. Shana on Thursday, but Monday I'll send times. And now I'm going to copy this and say Mitri wants to talk on Monday. Send times. All right. Halfway through day one, looking forward to the great month. Hopefully same for you. Definitely. And over here, I'm going to say, if you need help with your LinkedIn profile, I'm happy to tighten it up for you. We do have a program where we fix up people's LinkedIn profiles. Is that something that you'd be interested in learning more about? So could you imagine if you had Evi AI that you can talk? I'm just going to be so happy when I can do this. This is going to be next level. It's going to be next level. You too. By the way, have you heard of Evi AI? Okay, that's a very by the way, by the way. Now I'm going to copy this like this, and I'm going to keep going down the list of people that are my Davids. And just like that, send these messages. Again, some of these people I haven't contacted in a while. Let's just see. I'm just closing all these little notifications. David said, no, I haven't. So I'm going to do it. Okay. David Berkowitz. I send David Berkowitz a nice little message. David Kunick. I send David Kunick a message. David Korn. I send David Korn a message. David Vogel. Haven't talked to him since May. David Dawson. David Mizrahi. David Rosenberg. David Mansbach. David Kidder. David Silverman. David Lichtenstatter. David Ratner. Let's see. David Crombie. David Hall. David Bagatelle. Wow, I haven't spoken to David Bagatelle in a while. A lot of these people actually know who they are. We actually have relationships. It's insane. David Rosen. David Spire. David Taub. By the way, I have a question for you. If you're watching this right now, how many Davids are you actually connected to on LinkedIn? I'm curious to know. I'm going to close these. David Drucker. David Yaris. Okay, David Pilchick. David Augenstein. David Shananan. David Orlansky. David Resky. David Thompson. Look at that. David Rosenberg. Wow. So many Davids. David Adi. We got a couple more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's almost like it doesn't stop. You see? It doesn't stop. My goal is to kind of go through the whole thing and just finish all the Davids. Okay. Now I'm going to write a post. I'm going to write a post about my experience. Oh, it looks like a bunch of people liked my video over here. Let's see who liked my video. It looks like Damien, Chaz, Tom, and Clint. Let's pull up their profiles. Take a look at what they're up to and try to support them. All right, so Clint, I'm going to save his profile. He's a market trader and investor, entrepreneur, business strategist, and innovator. Looks like he posted 5 days ago. He got 300 likes. Wow, look at him. And only 16,000 followers. That's big. I'm going to endorse him for Methods Engineering. Looks like he doesn't have any recommendations. I'm going to say, how are things in Maples? I appreciate the engagement. Love seeing how much engagement you get. All right, let's just see. Now that I saved his profile, I'm going to put him into LinkedIn Live because he engaged with my LinkedIn Live. I'm also going to leave a comment on his post. He has 354 comments. I'm going to click on his post, and I'm going to drop a comment. Okay, Clint, you're such a great reminder. In today's days, scammers are becoming increasingly on demand. All right, moving on. Next, Tom. Tom had me on his podcast. I already have him here in the drop down. He posted 1 day ago. And I'm going to say thanks for engaging. And now I'm going to leave a comment on his post by clicking on the drop down here and clicking on see recent activity in Evie AI. I'm going to hit the button here. I'm going to hit insert. Oh, it's so nice that Ira posted this. Let's take a look at this post. This is a post that I posted where I was talking to ChatGPT. I had a whole conversation with ChatGPT, and look how incredible this was. People really love this. Looks like Adam's calling me. Let me pick up the call. I'll be right with you guys. Hello, Adam. Life is good. Looks like Adam hung up. He'll call me back, I guess. Oh, it looks like he's calling me back. Let me pick up his call. All right, looks like Adam got disconnected. Maybe his phone keeps dying for some reason. Let me try to call him back. I don't know what happened there. But this is how I engage on LinkedIn with artificial intelligence. Boom. Anyway, I got to hop. I have a meeting that I have to run to in Manhattan. So I will see you guys soon. Hopefully, you got value from this. If you enjoy this, just go to evyai.com and sign up for our AI LinkedIn content assistant. You can leave comments, you can write posts, and so much more.